Hi, welcome back to another episode of Beacon Pines. We got sound, we got mysterious stuff. Can I even check on her? We're about to go check on Tolliver, though. Wait, so, okay. Dude, Gran didn't feel like going into the kitchen when she got home because this door is like totally open. They could have closed it after themselves. And he's not there. Okay. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
What a surprise. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
Need some jam?
Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
That does happen. Not to me anymore, though. I don't like going hungry, so... Especially since I work out a lot, I gotta be eating, you know? Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Do you think it'll be another one with a note in it? I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed, huh? Oh no. I'm not sure that's good. Maybe she wants to poison Nuncreed, actually, at the right moment. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when it was done. Dude, I would be pissing my pants if I was Luca. I would be scared of just going up the stairs and getting caught. I don't think you guys know how badly I, am scared of getting caught for something, even though I would never do anything wrong, which is why I don't do anything wrong, because that feeling of, because I did, as a child, I stole stuff, and me and my friend did, actually. We got influenced by a third party, and then we started stealing, and then we just went ham at the mall and just stole a whole backpack of stuff. It was crazy. And as a kid, I will say. But she got caught. I didn't get caught. Ha. But she got caught, which meant I got caught in the end as well because she snitched. And thank God she did, because that would have continued after that if we hadn't gotten caught, because that was such a high. But getting caught has scared me for the rest of my life doing anything bad. I've never stolen anything, and I think that's why I also don't like lying a lot after that moment. I just completely switched. Yeah, that feeling still lingers with me today. That, I am terrified that somebody will say, no, you were lying, or you this would freak me out. It would freak me out. Yeah. Thank God. You know? Thank God I got caught. Because I don't know where I would be today. No, I would like to think that I would have stopped. Because it's bad. As a child, stealing is bad. But I remember us going around and just, getting away with so much stuff. I don't know how we managed to get so much shit. I mean, it was crazy. But I'm really glad we got caught. Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
Because you ate the jam. There was something in the jam.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Dude, imagine if it's poison and Gran just poisoned her own grandkid. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The drum? Okay. Gran, can you help? Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Indeed. He's been into this for a while, Grams. He's seen so much. First now, let me handle everything. So she plans to...
Chapter 9.
Make Mr. Nuncreed pass out.
A speech to end all speeches.
Oh, are we gonna get Kerr's
Luca
speech?
awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed? Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. Yeah, we're really building up for something. Let me just look at our tree, though. I wonder how far along we are. Because we feel so close to the end to me. Hard has a question mark. Yeah, that's because we're still on this track. But still, does that mean we never finished the strange track? I wonder if this is the good end, this tree branch, and then this is like bad. Shame. I really want to see the other one. Even if we somehow finish the game, I want to see the other one as well, though. If we have any question marks, I wanna like, I wouldn't say 100% this game, but I really do want to see everything. I wonder if we can go back down here. We can. There's nothing else we can interact with, though. Let me hit the bag. Has such a satisfying sound. Anything I want to see back here? Probably not. What was our goal? Wait, no, wrong button. Wrong button. I guess you don't say. It's just a festival. Oh, there's our guys. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret message of serious conspirators. Not this one. This one's the one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa! Oh! Sly devil. Sly? Dude, we have so many charms now that we haven't used. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? Well, I hope he's in danger, because we know he's bad. I looked around, but I haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. So he wants to... Oh my god, everybody's here.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and, I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. Yeah, for good or for bad. So I thought we would begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was
William
I?
Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Wow, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. It would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium. Yeah, I'm sure he didn't prepare anything.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar, change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip, which brought me to a small town, which would change
Mr.
my
Kerr
life
took
forever.
a moment to survey the
Blah,
crowd.
blah, 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 blah. You know
he
what?
wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot on Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the special things that made them
He
special.
thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to y'all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community, first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink. What? That we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Something blew up. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits! Ah, we freeze over again.
At that moment, a
Dang.
merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd,
Oh, you know what I
instantly
wished?
freezing everyone and everything it touched.
I wish I noticed everybody who was at the harvest, or at the festival right now, and who wasn't there. Frick. I didn't
For a
look. I
man
was so
like
invested in
William
his...
Kerr, this was a fitting way
speech.
for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again!
No, it's okay.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Oh, now we have Sly here. What if we go back to Strange? I wonder... This is far back. But I just wanna, we don't have to be... Skip to where you left off? I know I've played part of it.
The person was rolled.
I don't... You know what? I don't think... No, we're gonna go back to Sly. Let's do that. I just don't want to be messing around too long there and end up... I don't know. I'll probably want to look that up or something later.
They'd run the classic.
Let's just
good
follow
cop,
follow where we are
sly
so that I
cop
don't mess up my
interrogation.
brain too much.
Luca and Rollo
Let's do
ducked
that.
behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh,
With a
so
few
each
crisp
of them
snips,
do
she
the
roused Mr. Tolliver.
quizzing. That's fun. She is sly, isn't she? Ugh. What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was going to be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparklight has us all on edge. Guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a child or kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand, we never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So, it turns out we're both here to...
Beck twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yeah, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
Destroy the evidence. But what evidence? She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the sores, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. And that's ominous. Think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Alright, that does seem better for everybody that he got out and nothing is suspicious right now. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf? But all he ever sells us is his apples?
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine, in the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? I don't know. Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh! It's an anagram! Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
He has been keeping up with detective stuff, huh? Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. It's late, though. Alright, going into the drugstore? Oof. Oh. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? No. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Yeah, well, we did keep him busy for a while, so... Yeah, no. Eventually we will have to go into perennial harvest, no? You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Dude, they look so nothing alike, but I think that's really funny. I also love her look. It's so cool. I was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. I do not. I do not think so at all. But they might want to see if he does. I mean, that makes sense. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. So, the perennial harvest is the one causing the toxic stuff? And the Valentines know about it, but they don't agree with it? That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
Fair enough. So, did Eris hire Juniper to figure out what the perennial harvest is up with? And then the Valentines aren't actually bad, but they do know things. But Nun Creed is then working with Kerr and Perennial Harvest. Huh. I'm trying to figure this out, but it's fine. Let's just let the story tell itself. You have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. See you at breakfast tomorrow. It seems she wants more for the town. Maybe good things. I don't know. It's getting late, children. It is indeed getting late. Isn't it more comfortable to read at home? Knowledge is bad with a snare. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate when the villains make a good point. Yeah. We better get to Nuncrete's. Yeah, I guess. I guess we will. Oh? Solomon. That's been a while. His voice is actually very similar to Beck's for me.
Solomon
So,
stood
I
proudly
don't know
at
how I'm
the
gonna do
entrance to the
this.
drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Well, they'll all be similar because it's my voice after all. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy? Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an agreement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. Licorice is so good. Whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. Unlike sour gobs, I love sour stuff too. I'm certain you do. I always wonder why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. Oh. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna use the phone booth for this? Because we already know it's a way in or down. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore! I mean, Underground Secrets! The password!
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Oh, this is scary for them. Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
Let's hope there's nothing on the other side of that door once they get down
Suddenly,
there.
the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh. Oh, wow.
The air was
okay.
stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it! You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did! Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real? Well, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. If you predict everything, yes, you will get something right. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Are you gonna hop into one each? This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like an Nuncreed and talks like an Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Okay, let's start on the left. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest Main Office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Sign stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Well, people from the outside can't be involved. Just... yeah. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Agatomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet. Does that mean someone's coming? What was that? Hide. Where? It's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Oh, there he is. Shit. 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 Awesome! Y'all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told him it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. I don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. Don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before... yeah, before you killed him or something.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this? That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life, lies, killings. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. They were probably curious too, maybe. Sorry, I didn't read that, but the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself. No. If you're selfish, then it's easier to help others. I do agree that you should help yourself before helping others. Like, you should know who you are, what your goals are, your morals and everything. But not in an egotistical way, just in a, it makes sense that you can easier help others if you've already helped yourself and your needs. So you don't put onto others that negativity that can sometimes follow with soul searching, I guess. I don't know. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone. That seems to be the case, yes. Alright, so Walter did say no, because you'd think that maybe he was convinced to say yes, because that sometimes happens with good guys who end up dead, but... okay.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Boo-hoo. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
I don't know if we should tell him this, but I'm guessing this is a timeline that... Well, we haven't gotten a new split off yet. We haven't gotten charms to use yet, so this might be locked in. Unless we get a charm to go back before this. How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
Yeah, he does seem a little bit desperate. You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on, the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Okay, so that is... They're not the ones doing that, but what Juniper does causes it. Okay. I mean, I don't think she's doing it on purpose or knows that that happens. So it doesn't really matter who's at the festival when I said that I wanted to see who wasn't there. Because who wasn't there wouldn't know that that was gonna happen, probably anyway. Oh, he's actually leaving them alone? You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Dang. So in one reality, he just ships Luca off to get murdered? Well, that's what I'm guessing anyway. But now he's like forced to leave quickly and allow them to still know about things. But, that did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Oh, wow, okay. I mean, yeah, we've come this far. You good? Yep. I love this town. Beck is so into all of this. Oh, she's a thrill seeker, all right.
Chapter 8.
She's the kind of person who loves bungee jumping and skydiving and doing anything dangerous.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face.
What the hell?
And she was flung out into the cold.
How are they in winter? I mean, they did say it was colder than normal, so I guess it's just a place that's closer to the source, or... I mean, I guess it makes sense it would be winter. In a spot close to whatever it's causing this. That was, intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Ew! That means we slid on... No. I don't think you did that. You did it outside. An idea where we are. Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out of here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think it went this way. I think so, but what about... This looks very much like his house. Like his house would be here. And this would be towards the grave. Okay, we can't go there. We can't go here. But it's interesting how they allow us to go there in the first place. Wait. Okay. It did go to his house. But his house isn't there. And there's the sign. So did the freeze happen then while they were in the tunnel? So they didn't get frozen because they were in the tunnel, maybe? Or is it an alternative... What the frick? Alternative reality? Where his house isn't there? And the graves aren't there? Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed in all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it! It's so obvious now! Mr. Nuncreed is an alien! Hello. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. Final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Yeah, because this is closed up. And then you got barrels of toxic stuff there. How would this work?
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously
This got very
toward
like
the pit at
sci-fi.
its center.
So what she does blows it into their reality. So what was found by Valentine all that time ago was like a portal to a different dimension or something? Or... Dude, I did not expect the game to go here. Even if that's not like true, what I'm saying is just...
He held his arms out gingerly,
something going on.
as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rowanbeck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't know what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Well, tell me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled. not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Yeah, I was expecting something like
Amid
this.
a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. Oh.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered
Yeah, I mean, as I
softly.
said, it's a dark story.
The
Yeah.
tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise. No, you're freezing over the town, Grandma.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
Well, we all know this won't be... Like, we need more charms, so somehow we're gonna go back. You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish,
Yeah,
the
you should have said that
ground
before
shook
you
her to
threw it.
silence.
And we've been frozen. Again.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Yeah, that would help in this
Unflinching
case.
love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
No,
In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire.
Yeah, you can say
On
that.
the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
True. That's a positive.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Yeah. Fire and ice. Okay, so... To me, it looks like we've completed these, right? The only one that has a question mark is this. So now we need to go back here? I guess, skip to where you left off, replay the branch. No, skip to where we left. Okay, we are gonna... I don't remember much from here, because this was early on in the gameplay.
The person whose stream was rolling.
So I don't remember exactly where we are in this timeline. But I need to figure out if there's something else about this timeline. He just gotta like turn around the woods. Wait, did we know this? I need to get the impression. Rose at this house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Hey, come on back. Can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Look, your grandma's looking for you. She was worried sick. She must stay at home. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Noah about
Beck
working
glanced
away.
toward Luca.
Guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. That is okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door.
See, I don't
steeling
remember
himself for Gran's wrath.
I don't remember this. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran. No, I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. Yeah, because I remember that I was always expecting her to be mad that he left the building. Because I know we left without being allowed to go. Just helping look for Rollo. I really want to check the basement. But I don't understand why we weren't allowed to go. What happened to the story that didn't allow for this to happen? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured he wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo's safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle
Oh, I
between
think
his
you
finger
rarely
and
use
thumb.
bees.
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc.
Yeah, I don't remember this. So, like, yeah, I'm just trying to remember where we went on this timeline. That we didn't go back and see this.
The water accepted it
But-
without a splash or ripple.
Hard to remember.
The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over.
Oh.
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away.
This feels very interesting to experience just after we had that whole Frozen section. It's like this makes sense after that, but it's chapter 4, so
"Please,
it's like 4.
you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
That's a tough... Oh, we had the walkie here. It's a tough dream.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo? That's cool. Like a cool color and stuff.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen! I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here? Yeah, I was just about to say.
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It took me some sort of... I think I'm underground. So Carrot said that Rollo's back home. But he's not back home? So Carrot lied. I mean, I'm not surprised, but... Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. You seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, trust. He's... Hold on, someone's
The
coming.
signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. Can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
I'm losing signal. How much time? Vision control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
Dang, what was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's that, the treehouse? The antenna. He wants to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie
Yeah,
and sprinted to
sometimes.
the treehouse.
I think we all can be geniuses sometimes. You just need the right time and brain for it. The right time and circumstance. I guess that sort of means the same. Hook up the walkie-talkie. Dude, it's the middle of the night and we're going out.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
You should maybe
He
hide.
dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Yes. Yes. Our conspirators. So, would we not have been able to see this until now? Because if I had gone back and done this earlier, I would have seen that they were working together earlier than we got the information from the basement. So, So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I think we still need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Okay, let me see if refuse now can be used here. No. Cannot. We do have probably more stuff here. Wait, was this the... Was this when we were thrown into the phone booth? Yeah, that's what the picture is. So there's more choices there, yeah. Or will be anyway. Harry, you just... Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we would have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Our resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. After the festival. Gran, are you meeting with Mr. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hi, Luca. Ah! Dude, that's a great look. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a little longer. See you, Luca. Dude, she's so good. She is so good. We get to see Solomon again. I did it! I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? Don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. Should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Okay. Alright. Antenna. Oh. Rollo, are you there? Hopefully he doesn't get caught with it. I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Oh? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? Guess I don't even recognize myself. Is it the...
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice.
Yeah, I can't place the voice because I don't see, but like the fact that it's not similar on both sides. It's the kid, the annoying kid.
The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh. Yes, no it is. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like a beast. I am. Oh, dude, I can't read. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically.
Me on the other hand, I think Iggy looks kind of cool. But yeah, I wouldn't like it either.
Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I just lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. You're after me. You chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! Not the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! Oh, the clipboards. And I tell ya, those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? Dude, you should just leave. You shouldn't ask more questions. You should not be here. They're saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. You're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. my god, there's so many of them. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be done in just a second. Of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Okay, let's hope it's a good thing.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You give all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. Yes, poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why, because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Oh, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in a quite the pickle. You're in a quite a pickle? And I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced.
Okay.
He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight or flight? Well, if I'm gonna choose a choice that I would normally not choose, I would choose fight. I think I would flight here normally.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William
It's not
Kerr.
gonna work. Hey, Mr. Kerr. It is about time. Well, 11:42. Actually, that's 3 minutes ago.
Luca
so
summoned his most insolent demeanor.
I guess let's see then. Rollo sends his regards. Yeah, he does. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude. I'm just plain unsanitary. Luca really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to
Kerr
this.
turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
All right.
That escalated quickly.
Yes,
Maybe
I didn't have much faith in
discretion
that.
was the better part of valor here.
Yes, you are indeed correct. And now it's saved, so good. We can check out that other choice on the next episode, which is gonna be the last one. I hope that we have enough left that it doesn't end up being too short. But I do need to take a break here no matter what, and then we'll see. Hopefully, yeah, I'll see the end of it the next episode. I do not have a lot of time today, but I'm gonna record the next episode on the same day as I record this one and I record the last one, because that's what I'm just feeling today. I don't want to leave it a couple days and then come back, because we're so close to the end, I think, and I don't want to forget what we've been through. So I want to play the next episode while I'm still like fresh in the story. But yeah, it's we finally got to see this other branch again, which again, it's been a while, but I'm starting to remember what we did on this branch, and so that's good. But yeah, I was a little bit confused when we started it, because I thought we just needed to skip through a bunch of stuff and then do something else, but it already was different. So I think while I'm getting lunch and stuff, I'm gonna look back on that video at that branch a little bit, because I just need to remember a few more things. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna leave this here. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you on the next one.